staying there, which was really
That's
cool.
good.
It was great. It was phenomenal. Of course, it was split like 4 ways, but still, it was a really good deal. So in this house, there was the kitchen and dining room were like together, and then on the other side of the dining room on the right was another bedroom, and then across from the bedroom door was a back porch kind of situation, like the door to the back door. And then on the opposite side of the house was the other 3 bedrooms. 3 bedrooms? Yes, 3 bedrooms. There were 3 other bedrooms and 2 bathrooms on the other side of the house. And so, like, this other, room was built on. Like, this wasn't something that I think was on the house initially. I think this was an extra built-on area. My opinion, I could be wrong. So we all came inside, and the other 3 people I was with, ran inside to, pick their rooms out. And I noticed that they're all going to the same part of the house. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'll go over here if there's another bedroom, because I thought they already picked all their bedrooms out on the other side. Mm-hmm. So I'm walking, through the house. I open the door, and I look inside, and there's 2 twin beds. Again, I don't know why that's weird to me, but I feel like 2 twin beds in a room is just weird to me.
That is kind of weird.
It's a little weird. And then across from the 2 twin beds was, the sliding glass, mirrored door, right?
Yep.
When I walked into the room, it was, I do believe, opened. And I walked inside, and I looked at it, and then, I kind of looked inside the room, and I was like, something just didn't feel right. Something felt off. And the rest of the house didn't feel like that. It was just right in there, and I was like, I don't know that I want to sleep in here.
Yeah.
And so I kind of backed out of the room, and one of the guys that was, staying with us, he was like, what are you doing down here? And I was like, do you want this room? And he's like, what? And I was like, it's your room now. And then I sped off, and his stuff wasn't in the other room, so I stole one of the other rooms. I was like, if somebody's gonna get eaten, it's gonna be him, not me.
Yeah.
Not me tonight, baby. He wound up bunking with another person that was on the trip because he also did not want to stay in that room. And this was a 30-year-old man.
Oh, wow.
We're not talking, children. It was me who was, 21 at the time, 2 30-year-old guys, and then a girl who was almost 30. So, or I guess she was in her late 20s. I think 26 or 27. I could be wrong about that, though. But yeah, so there was all of us, and they were not interested in that room as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, I come back out of the room after I picked my room, and I realized that they have this, shelving unit up in their dining room. And they have all these different, characters on it, little, kind of like a Happy Meal figurines. So they've, collected them, right?
That's weird.
It's a little strange, but, I didn't think much of it. And I was like, oh, they just have, decoration. Because the whole place really wasn't decorated that much. But then there was just this whole wall of, Just random, action figure toy, Happy Meal figurine
really
stuff.
Weird.
It was a little strange, but I didn't really think anything of it. And there was only one that was knocked over. The rest were sitting upright. And it was Beerus from fucking, what's it called? Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch it.
I don't watch that.
The only reason I knew it was is because the director that was with us watched the show and was like, oh, it's Beerus. And I was like, who's Beerus?
Yeah.
It's just this purple cat figurine, basically.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and she kind of looks Egyptian, I guess.
Yeah.
But she had fallen over. And so I kind of placed her back up because I was like, oh, no, bud,
here you go.
Here you go. I'll fix you. And later on, we left to go get groceries so we could have some snacks at the house and everything. And when we came back, she was knocked over again. And I was like, that's weird. That's strange. So I came back over to her and I put her right back up. Well, that night, we'd have a lot of dramatic things happen on the trip. For the first 2 days, everything got better after that. But So we were all a little sad, so we went by a liquor store and we got some liquor, and I made I think a vodka Coke, and he had what was it, Jaeger and root beer, which was actually really good, I'm gonna be honest, and I don't like Jaeger, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It will mess you up. Do not do it. So, and also, in Las Vegas, there's other things legal there that I participated in, perhaps. I'm not owning up to anything. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. I did only legal things in Las Vegas.
It's legal there.
There's a lot of things legal in Las Vegas. We'll leave it that way. It's okay.
What happens in Vegas?
It stays in Vegas, baby. So, So we did our things and, brought our stuff back, and everyone else had gone to sleep, and me and my director friend, who was honestly my best friend on the trip,
Yeah.
like, we were just talking, chatting, like, he was sitting on one end of the dining room table, I was sitting on the other, and we were, like, having a great time laughing about stuff, because it had been a really long and stressful day for everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, we just landed and flew and all that, you know, it was a long day.
Yeah,
so,
that's a lot.
yeah, so we're sitting, we're talking, it gets real late, like, maybe midnight, 1 a.m., and all of a sudden, we hear, like, a sliding door open.
Oh, what the fuck?
And we both stop, and we look at each other, and we're like, because we're both a little messed up. Not, like, heavily so, and I mean, like, we heard this at this... She goes, oh! No, like, we heard this at the same time, too, and we just were like, oh, no.
Like,
and he goes, so, did you hear that door open? And I go, uh-huh. And he goes, so, okay. And again, everyone else is asleep on the other end of the house. Like, nobody is over there.
Yeah.
So he stays, again, this is a grown man, and he's not, like, just, like, he's a big guy. Like, he was really broad, like, fuck someone up, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so he stands up, and he, like, kind of puffs out his chest, like, all right, come and get me, buddy. He's like, because I'm sure in his mind, he's like, something's broken in my mind. I'm like, ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost. Because that's where my mind goes first.
Yeah.
And so he goes into the room, and he pops his head back out, and he goes, so the sliding glass door is open, or the closet door is open here. And I go, oh, it was open when I got here. Like, it was open. And he goes, I know, but I'm paranoid. So when we first got here, after everyone picked their rooms out, I closed it. And I believe him, because he's that guy that will, like, sit to make sure he's watching the doors at restaurants and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be a little paranoid, but it's not a bad thing. I respect it. I like it, honestly. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I don't like doors open like that, so I want to be able to, like, close it, so, you know, just felt uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
So he did. He closed it, and it opened back up right then. And he was like, I did not touch it. He goes, you didn't touch it? I go, no, I didn't touch it. But we had some weird experiences for the rest of the trip. Beers kept falling over. We did hear a lot of strange noises from that room after that. We didn't hear anything, like, closing anymore, but we definitely heard some weird stuff. But the fact that we both, like, initially heard that, and we're like, oh, fuck, no. Like, no. It was really creepy. Like, that place itself was, it was a lot. I'm just glad I didn't. It was a lot to take in. But I've never seen any, like, apparitions or anything. So I think it's really cool that you were, like, yeah. I think it's really cool that you were even able to see some of the apparitions that you've seen, though. You're like, I don't think it's cool at all, but no, I think it is really interesting.
Like looking back on it, it kind of is, like, interesting, like,
yeah,
that did happen the way it
is
did.
cool.
It's just unsettling.
Unsettling, absolutely, but it's really, really neat. I just think it's so interesting. So, those are some of our experiences that we've had. We have other paranormal experiences, you know, personally that we have experienced, but we'll save those for a different day. Those are all of our ghost stories for now, however. So, because we have October coming up, what we've been thinking, what I've been suggesting is that for the month of it, whatever we put out, we're going to, you know, dress up a little bit, look a little spooky for the month of October. Start us off well, start us off right, you know.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. Maybe dress up a little bit. So if you're interested in watching the podcast, not just hearing the podcast, we will have links for all of our YouTube and other social medias linked below, and Instagram. We are making a Twitter, Instagram, TikTok is going to be a big one. We'll be posting clips of the podcast on, and other fun little videos. So if you're interested, please check us out on all of our other platforms. Please follow us on our other platforms. Send our stuff to other people if you're interested. Let us know if y'all have any suggestions for videos you'd like to see any type of ghost story or true crime story that you'd like us to go over. We would love to discuss it. We'll see you on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Megan.
I'm Allana.
Bye.
Bye.